Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of the Let's Play 17, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. A very divisive game in the franchise, for its unique gameplay that not many games tried. Well, sequels. It actually is more closer to Castlevania than Legend of Zelda. The story is this. Hyrule was on the road to ruin. The power of the vile heart Ganon had left behind was causing chaos and disorder in Hyrule. What's more, even after the fall of Ganon, some of his underlings remained, waiting for Ganon's return. Okay. I'm just gonna keep reading it because this one's technically a shorter version of the story while I'm reading the bigger version. Ganon would be revived by sacrificing Link and sprinkling his blood in the stains of The key to Ganon's return was the blood of Link. The valiant lad had overthrew the King of Evil. Ganon would be revived by sacrificing and sprinkling his blood in the ashes of Ganon. Meanwhile, Link remained in the little kingdom of Hyrule, and lent his hand to the restoration, but circumstances did not look very good. One day, a strange mark, exactly like the crest of the kingdom, appeared in the back of Link's hand as he approached his 16th birthday. Link, worried, went to Impa, Princess Zelda's nursemaid, who was shocked and frightened when she saw the birthmark. When she regained her composure, she took Link to the North Castle. There was a door in the North Castle called the Door That Does Not Open. Okay. The only descendant of Impa's family who served the king knew how to open the door. Impa took Link's left hand and pressed it at the back against the door. There was the sound of a lock falling open, and the door slowly creaked open, and there on the altar was the middle of the room, lay a beautiful woman.
"Here lies Princess Zelda,"
Impa began to speak calmly.
"Link, the time has come where I must tell you the legend of Zelda handed down in Hyrule.
It was said that long ago Hyrule was one country. A great ruler maintained peace in Hyrule using the Triforce. However, the king was a child of man, and he died. Then the prince of the kingdom should have become the king and inherited everything, but he cannot inherit the Triforce, only in part. The prince searched everywhere for missing parts, but could not find them. Then a magician close to the king brought him some unexpected news. Before he died, the king had something to say about the Triforce, to only his younger sister of the prince, Princess Zelda. The prince immediately questioned the princess, but she wouldn't tell him anything. After the prince, the magician threatened to put the princess into eternal sleep if she did not talk. But even still, she said nothing. His anger and the magician tried to cast a spell on the princess. The surprised princess tried to stop him, but the magician fought off the prince and went chanting the spell. Then when the spell was finally cast, Princess Zelda fell on the spot and entered a sleep that she might never wake. At the same time, the magician also fell down and breathed his last. In his grief, the prince placed the princess in the room. He hoped that someday she would come back to life, so this tragedy would never be forgotten. He ordered every female child born into the royal household to be given the name Zelda. From the stand next to the altar where the princess Zelda lay in deep sleep, Impa took the 6 crystals and a scroll with the same crest and handed them to Link.
"For generations my families had handed down these things, which have been set aside for a time when the great king will come. They are written in ancient script, so no one can read now, but you who had the crest may be able to read it. It's said that the key to reuniting the Triforce is hidden there. Now it's time for you to read it."
Link glanced at the scroll, half in doubt. But what to do now? What do you know? Though he never saw the letters before, he found that he could read them as they were talking to him. This was written in the scroll. "You who conquer the Triforce of the future, I shall hand down you the secrets of the Triforce. There are 3 kinds of Triforce: power, wisdom, and courage. With these 3 are brought together, the Triforce shares its maximum power. Of the 3, I have left power and wisdom to the kingdom, but the Triforce of courage I have hidden for a reason. Not everybody can use the Triforce. It requires a strong character with no evil thoughts, but an inborn special quality is also necessary. Unfortunately, I have not found such a person during my lifetime. Therefore, I have decided to cast a spell on all of Hyrule. A crest will appear in a young man with that character who has been brought up correctly. He has gained many kinds of experiences and reached a certain age, but what will happen if someone else uses the Triforce before then? If it's misused, it will produce many evils. The Triforce of Courage is hidden in the Great Palace in the Valley of Death, in the largest island of Hyrule. However, to enter it, you must first fight the Guardians and undo the binding force. When you have defeated the Guardians, which I have made to prevent enemies from invading the 6 palaces in Hyrule, I set a crystal in the forehead of the statue you find. You will. Okay. When you have set the crystals in all the statues in 6 places, the binding force placed in the Valley of Death will be removed, and you'll be able to enter the Great Palace. There, you must fight the last Guardian, and you obtain the Triforce only by defeating that Guardian. There is nothing to fear. You are the one to get the Triforce. You are a beacon of hope for Hyrule. Impa implored Link, who raised his head slowly after reading the scroll.
The magic spell cast upon the Princess Zelda will be sure to be broken if the Triforce is used. Please, Link, unite the Triforce and save the princess, and bring back peace to Hyrule.
Link nodded silently in approval, and left his room after taking a long glance at the altar. Then, with a magic sword in his left hand and a magic shield in his right, he set off alone on his long travels. At the time, Ganon's underling were calling up new allies from the underworld, and were beginning to work devilishly towards the revival of Ganon. That is the story and adventure of Link. And let us, well, start. We can register our name, which I think the obvious one will be Link. Hopefully this time I don't actually delete my entire save file when I try to do this version, because I didn't know how to save the game. And there we are. Link. This game, as you can see, has a leveling system, like at most RPGs. Very odd. But hey, let's start with Link. And we start at the altar, where Princess Zelda is. Also, nice sword, Link. It's the size of an average Bowie knife. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem with this game, I feel like, is Link's range is crap. Link is no range with his movements. Also, the sword beam is severely nerfed by having, like, half its range removed. Anyways, there's the sleeping Princess Zelda. But hey, let's continue forward. Also, this game really benefits from CRT. But first, what we need to do is leave and go into our first battle encounter. That's how most of this will go currently. You'll find an encounter on the map, you kick it out, and you get EXP. 2 per slime. Where I'm going is to that little forest there. Because there, in this little forest, is a bunch of bats. One. Or geese, really, sorry. Oop. Again. This is, I enjoy Zelda 2, but I do know it's like it is the hardest Zelda game in my opinion. Next to like Majora's Mask, and over here is a peep thing, which allows us to level up. Now, this game's leveling up system. I don't think there's any reason you should cancel, really. Always level up as you can, because now with life, I basically doubled my life bar, basically increasing my defense. Well, I should really say it's wrong to call it life. It should be called defense, but hey. And that's what we came here for. Because there, yeah, is a pretty thing. Just keep heading on, stay on the path, and monsters can't get on it. You're completely safe on it. Alright. But we want to first head into town. Also, that fairy basically heals you up. The bigger monsters are more tough, and the small slimes are much easier to defeat. Welcome to Rauru Town. Rauru? Why does that name sound familiar?
Hello. Return the crystal to the palace in Parapa.
And here is a man. If all else fails, use fire. Please, let me help you. You can go into this person's house, and she'll fully heal you. Pretty useful. Anyways. Only the hammer can destroy a roadblock. Only a hammer can destroy a roadblock. Alright, this lady here. Talk with my father before you go. Leave here. Follow her into her house, and you can enter. And over here. Each town has a wise man. Learn from him. That is true. Each town in this game has a wise man, which is found in one house. Which, if you can talk to... In Parapa, this desert, use this magic to survive! He can teach you magic! This is the first Legend of Zelda game with a magic meter. And with that, we have the shield magic. Use it, and you will gain defense, taking half damage, I think. Yes, double your defense. Now, we need to leave the town. What's in here? It's a child! Get candle in Parapa Palace!
Go west!
Okay, go west for Parapa Palace. Welcome to Raru. By the way, fun fact with these cities, I think a couple of them are named after, well, eventually got named, dropped in Ocarina of Time. I think Raru is one of them. Oh, it's a rock. This cave is completely dark, but if you do this, you can eventually see an enemy that we are trying to avoid. Yep, you can see there. Kill that, and drop something. I think it was a magic jar. I'm just doing this to... Okay, there's no other enemies. Now, outside of that, well, in the Parapa Desert, we ran into a big enemy. What you want to do is knock it down into the desert and stab it in the face. Use your shield to block the fireballs. Ding, ding, ding. Ding. Ow. Right. Head out, and head south along the coast. Because south of here is more enemies, but that's not the point. That guy despawned. Alright. Ding, ding. And keep heading south, because along the border here, we are now on the road. You can find an area full of air bubbles. These air bubbles are very dangerous. I used to think they're more like are they air bubbles? I know they're called air bubbles, but yeah. You can't destroy them, but they're basically just an obstacle to avoid. Just head across them. But across it, you get to this little clearing, which has, if I can find it, our first heart container! Also Agoria, as well. Oh, magic. Also, I'm gonna restart that because, yeah, screw you. Just got my heart back. Anyways, but yeah. But yeah, that's their first heart container in this game. First of many. Also, we have to head back across the bridge, if you're wondering. Trying to get hit. I would say the best spell in the game hasn't come up yet, which is, the heal spell, but yeah. I'd say the shield is useful, but not as useful as later spells can really help. And up here is our first dungeon, Parapa Palace! Now, you might recognize this song from Smash Brothers. Hit this, and you can get yourselves a... Oh, never mind, it's for later dungeons. Okay. Oh, dark nuts. Anyways, head down the floor. Head left. These guys don't give any EXP. But they just basically act as an obstacle. Use your sword beams if you have them. Wow, this game was really beautiful on the CRT. Like the texture on the enemies, stuff like that. Not the enemies. On the walls. There. Walk down the lower path to find a Stalfos, which you can kill by stabbing in the toes. Get 30 XP. Nice. We level up again. And you can find a key! Okay, no, they're... Okay. Those enemies that are basically the jumping things, they steal your EXP and are called tin suits. I basically explain them. Come over here, slimes. Or should I call you chews? Oh, we can't break it yet. Oh, god. You're not strong enough. Anyways. We got the key. Head right. We no longer have, our sword beams. They're much more dangerous. They steal our XP. Now, you can swing the sword much faster than I can in this game, but... yeah. Stab. Head right. And with the key, we can open this door. I'm saving a lot because this game is very dangerous. They steal 10 EXP at a time. Very annoying, I know. And these are bubbles! Bubbles are a very interesting enemy, is that they give a lot of EXP when killed. If you can kill them, that is. At least in... I think like 30? Or something? Yeah, I'm gonna kill it because it's gonna give it 20 XP. This might take a bit, just warning you. Make sure that you're actually hitting it though, because yeah, these bubbles can be pretty dangerous. Mainly doing this because this will look a little bit up in the up. So it gets like 100 or something like that. But yeah, they can take a bit. If I had a speed controller, I'd be using it, like for a turbo fire. I'd be using it, but I don't have turbo fire currently equipped. Oh, there it is. 50! Even more. Okay, and with that we can get our magic up! Which means that our magic is a little... well, takes less to use. Is it takes less to use, or is it like, more potent? I keep forgetting which one. I think it's more potent, actually, thinking about it. Anyways, from here... keep hitting right. Because keep hitting right is a room with another bubble and a chew. Kill this thing again for another level up. Again, this will take a bit. Because our next upgrade is, or level up, is damage, so we'll be doing a lot more. But yeah, later in the game, we can just take these out in like 4 hits. And you get a ton of XP for that. But by then, every enemy does count as much as they give. There it is. XP. Is it another bubble? Okay, nope, it's a level up though. Ow. Tried to stab me. And there it is, enough for life! I guess? Never mind, not damage up. Life. Keep hitting left. Right. For a fairy! Use the fairy and you'll be fully healed. Now. Now here, head up. Go right. And you'll find... well, more of these. More tin suits. And there will be a monster head there. I think you can hit this for something? No. For a key! Keep heading right, though. And you'll find yourself in a room full of these guys. Well, choose. Or magic. You don't need. We'll need them more later, but yeah. I'm doing better than it was my first time around. These guys! Mace throwers! Give really good EXP, but are really hard to fight. More akin to a Castlevania enemy than actually a Legend of Zelda enemy. And here's a red MP jar, which heals your MP to full. Pretty good. Oh god. They bounce against the wall, they jump back. But anyways, take down, check the fairies back. No, I wasted the fairy, gosh darn it. Alright, and head down here. In here, you will be, well, you'll meet your first Dark Nut. In my opinion, the hardest enemy in the game. Dark Nuts in general. Not these ones typically, but just Dark Nuts. Oh, I killed it. And some Stalfos. I feel like I went the wrong way. Ah, yeah, I went the wrong way. But hey, I still got the Dark Nut dead. what? My monitor turned off. Okay, my monitor just rebooted. I guess I lost power there for a second. I bought in cords. But hey, everything's back now. Just kill this by stabbing it to death. No, okay, not Dark Nuts, Iron Knuckles. That's what their name is. Wrong name. Sorry about that. Again, I am playing this based off of, like, memory / a guide. Which is not the best result to be honest. There it is. The beat of the music! Or trying to. Head down these steps. And over here is another statue of an Iron Knuckle. Bunch of enemies here, which you can get a bunch of XP if you really want. Recommend ignoring them though, because that guy sucks. Let me through! Alright. I'm hurt, but... yeah, okay, I'm about to die. Hopefully... okay, now head across this. The crumbling bridge. Grab the money. Pause the game, because I don't want to die. I need health, game, please. Please! Please! Ah! Not assaulting my eyes, game. Thank you. Alright. I think how you use magic is you press pause, and then you basically use it through the menu. Anyways. Okay. Head left. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, freaking! Oh. Oh. Yeah. Freaking... stop giving me seizures! Can you please? Stop it. Got him. And it's a level up for us, which is attack. We'll do double the amount of damage that we did. Alright. I have a feeling I messed up somewhere, but... okay. One easy way to defeat an Iron Knuckle is a jump. It goes over their shield, if you time it right. This works with both types, all three types of Iron Knuckles. Just be careful about actually timing. There, defeated. Use the key, and head over here for the candle! Stop the flashing lights, please. Anyways. The candle will use the light of the dark caves that we couldn't see through before, like the one that we went through in order to get here. You can now actually see through it. Why they placed it after the fact, I don't know. Should probably die and expend an extra life, because that is actually something in this game that's unique. Extra lives exist! They're shown as mini-links. As mini-me's. Don't be scared, man. Anyways. Alright, I'm about to die here, but so... I'm just be very careful. Or just kill a couple enemies again. What the heck? Thanks, game? I'm trying to get a thing. Is it? No? Oh, frick! Okay, here. Oop, missed. Okay. Timing your hits was better. What's good is that this will take less hits because, again, you have an upgraded damage. Okay, wow. Timing hits is much better. There we are. 500. Run! Run! Okay, we're up now. We're safe. We just have to defeat the next boss without any HP. Or I need to just grind against these things in order to get a life up. I mean, that is possible. Actually, it's probably the best scenario. So, be right back, guys. Alright, so I was wrong. Level up was more magic, not actually health. So, I might die on purpose in order to expend an extra life. It's not that far, and... So... Actually... Hey, why don't we try it? Let me try fighting the boss without any HP. Why not? Hitless it. No, you know, if anyone's watching my content for more than 5 minutes, you know I do not do good at hitless runs. That's the reason I save state. It's like I'm not getting hit. Yeah, they played Mega Man. Playing Mega Man in my off time, and yet I suck at not getting hit. Alright, that's good. For that. And over here, even a Dark Net. Also, I found out we have enough HP to actually... Oh! Ooh! Thanks, game. I want to see. Does this guy respawn? No. Okay. Kind of a bit of like a rainbow thing in the background. That's probably because of the CRT. Anyway, there's Horsehead, our boss. Horsehead is the first guardian of the crystals, and as you can tell, he's just a knight with a horse for a head. Oh god. Okay, what's good is a Horsehead is very simple to fight, just don't get smacked. And also probably use the shield spell, which by the way you actually select. Because we can actually take another hit if we have this. Oh god, no we can't. What? What? Okay. Hit the ears, I got it. Or the... Okay. Ooh! Got him! Direct! Boo! And... Jeez, this game is not friendly to people who have epilepsy. Anyways. Open the door, and... Place the crystal on the pedestal! I probably should have grinded first, because automatic levels you up! Actually, be right back. Actually, after we do this, I'm gonna go grinding for a bit, because if you do the thing, it auto-levels you. So I'm actually going to grind a bit first, in order to use the rest of those EXP up. So, be right back. And there we are. Lifed up. Now let's go and actually finish this dungeon, because now we can get a free level up out of that. Again, use that to your advantage. Always level up before you... If you're close to level up before you grab the crystal. It's a very good bit of advice, because getting the max level in this game is pretty easy. Well, not. Doesn't require much grinding. But hey, if you do, it helps a lot for the areas coming up. Especially since we're getting... But the next area is a huge difficulty spike. So, be prepared. Anyways, keep heading left, and re-put the crystal back in. Oh, those crystals Impa gave us. And, oh, my internet's gone! Huh, good to know. Anyways, next, they put up our attack. And next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda 2, we'll be heading into the next dungeon of the game. See you guys then. Also, after you're done with the dungeons, make sure you get everything, because the dungeon disappears afterwards. So, see you guys then. Have a great day. Bye-bye.